Dear students, in this lecture I will explain uncertainty principle, the next topic of quantum theory, and various examples of uncertainty principle. What is uncertainty principle? In classical mechanics, we can determine the position and momenta of a macroscopic body simultaneously with perfect accuracy from its initial position, momenta, etc., and the forces acting upon it. However, in quantum mechanics, each moving particle, atomic or subatomic dimensional particle like electron, proton, neutron, is associated with a wave packet that is extended throughout a region of space. Thus, when a microparticle, that is like electron, proton, neutron, atomic or subatomic dimensional particle, is in motion with a velocity comparable to the velocity of light in vacuum, its position can be anywhere within the wave packet. Hence, there will be an uncertainty in specifying the position of the particle. At the same time, a wave packet consists of a range of wavelength. Thus, from the de Broglie hypothesis or de Broglie relation, we have this relation lambda equals to h by p. Any material particle in motion can be associated with a wave of wavelength lambda equals to h by p. This is the de Broglie relation or hypothesis. So there should be uncertainty in the measurement of momenta for such particle. This is p. So momenta, there should be some sort of uncertainty in momenta. Therefore, the momenta and position of a moving particle cannot be measured simultaneously with perfect accuracy. So in quantum physics, in quantum theory, when we apply quantum theory, it is not possible to measure position and momenta simultaneously and accurately. So at the same time, both the parameters quantity cannot be measured with high accuracy. On the basis of this consideration, Werner Heisenberg in the year 1927 established this principle of uncertainty. According to this principle, the product of uncertainty delta x is the uncertainty in position and delta px is the uncertainty in corresponding momenta. The product of the uncertainty in the simultaneous measurement of the position and momenta of a particle is equal to or greater than h cut. H cut means h by 2 pi. Reduced Planck constant. So delta x into delta px greater than equals to h cut. Delta x is the uncertainty in position, delta px is the uncertainty in the measurement of momenta. Basically, they are supposed to be error, possible error in the measurement. If delta x can be calculated accurately, so delta px becomes h cut by delta x. If it is measured accurately and simultaneous accurately, then delta x, that is a possible error, uncertainty, or sometimes it is referred to as possible error, it becomes 0 if it is measured exactly. So h cut by 0 means infinity. So delta px, that is the uncertainty in the momentum, becomes infinity. Possible error becomes infinity. So its momenta cannot be measured. On the other hand, if delta px can be measured, px momenta can be measured, so delta px should be tending to 0. There is no error is found, so delta x becomes infinity. So infinite error should be included in the measurement of position. It is not possible. So it may be concluded that from this fact that at the same time momenta and corresponding position cannot be measured simultaneously and accurately. Similarly, we may consider more two parameters, that is the dynamical parameter, canonically conjugate parameter. These are referred to as canonically conjugate parameter. Delta E, uncertainty in energy, delta T, uncertainty in time. Delta E, delta T greater than equal to h cut. Delta J, angular momentum, uncertainty angular momentum, uncertainty in angular position, delta J, delta phi greater than equal to h cut. So in brief, this is the meaning of uncertainty principle. In true sense, exact statement delta x delta px greater than equal to h cut by 2, delta I delta t greater than equal to h cut by 2, delta j delta phi greater than equal to h cut by 2. So these are the exact measurement, and this is the elementary expression of uncertainty principle. Now this is the uncertainty. Now let us explain in brief some points that may be referred to as interpretation of such uncertainty principle. First one, if we can measure the position of a particle with accuracy, high accuracy, then delta x should be equals to 0. The uncertainty in the measurement of momenta, that is delta px, at the same instant becomes infinity. That is already explained. Secondly, if we can measure the momenta of a particle with accuracy, then delta px should be tending to 0, means possible there will be no error, possible error. The uncertainty in measurement of position, that is delta x, at the same instant becomes infinity. Thirdly, for a particle of mass m moving with a velocity v, the position momenta uncertainty relation becomes delta x into delta px. Delta px means m into delta v, vx greater than equal to h cut by 2. This indicates delta x delta vx greater than equal to h cut by 2m. For a particle of mass m, if we consider a heavy particle, heavy body, then h by m, for heavy body, this h by m tending to 0 if mass is quite large compared to h cut. This means delta x into delta vx tending to 0. Therefore, we have delta x equals to 0 or delta vx equals to 0. This indicates that the uncertainty in measurement vanishes. Hence, we can measure the position and momenta. Delta vx means uncertainty in velocity, so momenta can be calculated. So position and momenta of heavy body with perfect accuracy can be measured. So this is also the result coming out from classical mechanics. So this is the classical result. So the mass of the particle should not be very large. So I mentioned earlier, the particle should be the dimension of atom or molecule. Mass, it is not quite massive. If we consider macroscopic body, heavy particle, then quantum mechanics fails to explain this thing, then it becomes in the category of classical physics. In classical mechanics, delta x, delta px can be measured accurately and simultaneously. So this is the difference between classical mechanics and quantum mechanics. Thus the classical mechanics is applicable for macroscopic body or heavy body, whereas quantum mechanics associated with uncertainty principle is applicable for microparticle like electron, proton, neutron, and indicates the particle having atomic or subatomic dimension. Fourthly, energy time uncertainty relation, that is delta E delta T greater than equal to h cut by 2. So we can measure energy accurately. Delta E becomes 0 when the measurement in the delta T should be infinity. Similarly, if delta T becomes 0, means the measurement time can be found with high accuracy, then corresponding uncertainty in the energy should be infinity. It is not possible to determine delta and delta T accurately and simultaneously. Similar result will be obtained for delta J and delta phi. So this is the case, different cases for these are different cases for uncertainty principle. Now let's have a look on some examples or some sort of applications of uncertainty principle. First, we consider the first application of uncertainty principle, non-existence of free electron in an atomic nucleus. We know this result. This is the well-known fact that electron cannot exist in nucleus, but that can be established, that fact can be established with the help of uncertainty principle. Non-existence of free electron in an atomic nucleus. So this can be established by means of some sort of negative approach. It is well known that rest mass of electron is 9.1 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and the diameter of atomic nucleus is about this one, 2 10 to the power minus 14 meter, and the maximum possible kinetic energy of an electron emitted from radioactive nucleus is found to be 4 MeV, almost 4 MeV. So these are the known results to us. Now, if possible for an electron to exist in nucleus, we consider electron may exist in nucleus. Suppose electron exists in nucleus. It would lie anywhere within the diameter of the nucleus. Thus, the maximum uncertainty in the position of the electron would be delta X. Maximum uncertainty of the electron in the nucleus, that is the diameter of the atom, atomic nucleus, diameter of the atomic nucleus. So electron can be anywhere within this nucleus. Suppose we consider electron exists in nucleus, so that should be the uncertainty in position of electron within the nucleus. So applying this uncertainty relation, we may write delta X delta Px greater than or equal to h cut. So this is known as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So delta Px can be calculated. That is the minimum value of delta Px. We consider equal sign. So P min equals to h cut by delta X. So putting the value of h cut, reduce Planck constant and delta X. This is the result of delta Px or P min, minimum value of uncertainty. So putting this value in this expression, energy momentum relation, since the particle is atomic or subatomic dimensional particle, so here relativistic expression of energy momentum should be applicable. So this is the relation between energy and momentum, E square equals to P square C square plus M naught square C to the power 4. Putting this value of P min and the values of M naught and C, velocity of light in vacuum, we get this result. E min, minimum value of energy, is found to be almost 10 MeV. So if electron exists in nucleus, as per our consideration or assumption, then its energy, minimum energy of that electron is found to be or estimated to be 10 MeV using this uncertainty relation. But we have this result in our hand that in case of radioactive nucleus, the maximum kinetic energy of an electron emitted from this radioactive nucleus is only 4 MeV. This is much less than 10 MeV. This means our assumption was wrong. If electron exists in the nucleus, then its energy is estimated to be 10 MeV. But from radioactive nucleus information, the maximum possible kinetic energy of electron emitted from radioactive nucleus is found to be only 4 MeV. That is much less than 10 MeV. So our assumption was wrong. This means electron can't exist within the nucleus. So it directly follows that the free electron can't exist in atomic nucleus. So in this way, we can apply we can establish various problems, various well-known problems, or we can solve various problems using this Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So in short, uncertainty principle It is known as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Since Heisenberg first time explained or invented this uncertainty principle, that's why with the honor of the name of the inventor, it is known as Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So in short, delta x delta px greater than equal to h cut by 2, uncertainty in position and momenta, uncertainty in energy and time, uncertainty in angular position and angular momentum and angular position of the order of h cut by 2. So this is known as uncertainty principle, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and we can solve various problems, physical problems, with the help of this uncertainty principle.